The program you are about to enjoy is intense. CPU intense. Please ensure all other web browsers, Windows, and media-heavy programs are closed before participating. You may experience audio or video loss if running other programs. Thanks. AEOP membership is pleased to present Person to Person. Tonight, the AEOP Membership Council presents a special discussion, A World of Possibilities, featuring council members Evan Bean, Jordan Cortez Wartell, Harish Ganesh, and Katie Schneider. And now, your hosts.
Hello.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
We're missing someone. No, we're not. Okay. Welcome to AEOP Person to Person. I am Nicole Hayden. I'm the Director of the Alumni Relations for AEOP. And this is Jordan. Can you wave, Jordan? Jordan is a biology and music composition major. He lives in Dallas, Texas. And we have Harish Ganesh. Harish is from DC. He's our youngest council member, and he enjoys teaching. And we have Evan. Evan's from Connecticut and is majoring in chemical engineering. There are about 8 council members, and the purpose of this webinar is to inform other AEOP members of what council is, or actually what we would like it to be. We are going to go around, and each person's just going to discuss kind of what their experience has been thus far with being on council. So Harish, if you'd like to start.
Awesome. So this council was really if at least for me, it was really a great experience in the sense of that I'm someone who started a nonprofit to create STEM education for younger students, and one of my goals was to increase that sort of opportunities for other people. And one thing that AOP matched with my goals is increasing access or increasing opportunity. And that's what AOP is all about. It's all about creating opportunities for people all throughout the United States, whether that be in STEM, arts, or whatever it can be. And getting like a sort of honor or like a sense of accomplishment when you're getting something done in the community through AOP is a feeling that's really hard to express in words. And I personally think that AOP has done amazing stuff to create opportunities for students, whether that be through competitions or through chances to share their knowledge. And I really think that AOP is a great way to create opportunities for other people. And I really encourage you all to apply to the council to do your part in the community. And it's a great experience.
Thank you, Harish. Jordan, what about you? What's your experience been so far with AEOP Council?
Absolutely. Can everyone hear me?
Yep.
Great.
Yep.
So my experience with the AEOP Council has been also very, very pleasant as well. Very, very rewarding, I'd say. To be on AEOP, in high school, it's actually been, I think this summer it will have been 4 years since I'd done that. But to keep in touch through the council has just been incredible to kind of keep, with lack of a better term, keep my influence alive, quote unquote, through this council. It's great to, give feedback through interviews. Oftentimes, when you collaborate just on email, it can be a little stale, but we actually have video meetings, and you can just really kind of, suggest anything. We were former we're alumni now, and they want to, the council wants to improve the experience, and so any feedback you give is, they're going to take into account. They can listen to whether it's, hey, we should create this video, we should have, we should create, this new idea, we should have a host event, we should have a chat functions, and anything you can really suggest. And allows you to be very creative. And you get to, I guess, best of all, you can interact with the people your age, as Harish and Eva are. So that's always a fun bonus.
Awesome. Thanks, Jordan. What about you, Evan? What's your experience been so far?
Sure. My audio is coming through okay right now?
Yep.
All right, just making sure. It was a little crackly before on my end. So a little bit of just a tiny bit of backstory for me. I was really fortunate to find out about AEOP when I was in high school because there weren't a lot of active research groups or anything like that or competitions near me that hosted AEOP competitions or anything like that. But I was lucky to hear about it from a family member and then pursued it that way. But a lot of people are not lucky enough to just find that one connection. So something that I've been trying to push in the council for my the year I've been on it now is outreach to students that may not know a lot about it. And as alumni of AEOP, we have a bit of a responsibility to keep it going into the next generation. So if that's something you're interested in, I highly recommend you getting involved. And aside from just reaching out to new prospective students trying to get involved in STEM, we're also trying to foster a community right now where all alumni from AEOP can come together virtually across multiple different platforms and collaborate, network, what have you, since we are a bit of an extended family in AEOP now.
Yep. Yeah, so last week, actually we had 2 weeks ago, we had a meeting with the council on just trying to get ideas on how to, I guess, fine-tune our mission, fine-tune our mission statement, and which we are working on right now. Part of that mission statement, I know, is to increase our network, because everybody, it seems like from AEOP, is from all over the United States, and what a great way to connect with people, and what a great resource to have as a member to, if as you get older and get you're in your job and your place of employment and you're in need of whatever, it's good to continually build your network. So I know one of our goals is to utilize social media, which Evan is working on currently, right? Evan, you opened up last week Instagram page.
Yes, we're just starting off the Instagram page now. I would have to make sure I have the username correctly. I believe it's AEOP_fans. I'm pretty sure about that. But it's all very foundational. We're also we've gotten approval to make a website for AEOP alumni, so we're going to be moving forward with that, and then probably having a Facebook membership page where you can publicize your events and what have you. It will ideally by the end of the year be across just about every platform, maybe even TikTok. We'll see, depending on the Army's stance on TikTok, I suppose.
Awesome. That's great. Thank you. Yeah, we just, I guess, this is whatever the council creates it to be, essentially. And My role is to bring the members together and try to light a little bit of a fire, give some motivation to create more participation and to help create a vision. And we are in the beginning stages, I guess, of redefining who AEOP Council is. And there's an application you have to fill out, and the council will choose and go through those after November 15th to grab probably 8 more new members. So I will actually post that up here in the chat box. Let's see. Okay, thank you, Evan, for putting that up. And while I'm doing that, let's see, anybody else, do you guys want to talk about, maybe Evan, talk about your experience with your film documentary that you were a part of?
Absolutely, sure. So during this meeting, we'll be showing you a quick video, which is a trailer for a documentary coming out about AEOP and the opportunities that you can find within AEOP that I believe is being, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe it's being released in the spring. Or maybe
January.
January. Oh, that's way faster. Oh, that's awesome. So the purpose of that is, generally, if we were not in the midst of shutdowns and what have you, we as a council would be reaching out to high schools, colleges, going to different fairs, activity fairs, that kind of stuff, trying to reach out to students and get them involved in AEOP. Since we can't do that right now, we're producing this virtual material such as the documentary. And it's one of our efforts to continue our outreach to students abroad.
Yep. Awesome. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and play this. It's kind of like a little trailer for what Evan was just talking about. Let's see.
Growing up in the res, you're kind of built with this perspective of there are only a few options for me because there's not an option of just staying.
Sometimes the circumstances in West Savannah can be not so great. My mother made sure that I stayed in school, stayed in my books, and not focusing on the negativity of the circumstances we were around.
Definitely without AEOP, I would not have the success that I have today. They've opened up my eyes to see a career that can help multiple people.
I think a lot of people think that success is being better than the person that's sitting right next to you. I think success is more so looking at who you were yesterday, seeing that you've grown from that person and being a better person today.
AEOP showed me what it takes to be a scientist and what good science is really about and how I can get there.
Whoa.
That was way cooler than
That was really good.
Man,
2 thumbs up.
Who edited that again? Was that
Who what?
who compiled it?
Zach Hermiller and Chris Schooler are the film crew that we were working with, and they've traveled. I did their travel itinerary, and it was crazy. I mean, they just went all over the U.S. from, let's see, they went to Savannah, they went to, Dallas, and then Arizona, and then up to Utah, and then back to Toledo, and then they went out east and visited Evan. And where all did you guys go, Evan?
Within a 4-block radius of my place in Philadelphia.
Okay. All right. They gave me a few experiences that they had.
Well, I did go to where they were filming, because they came to my place afterwards, but they were a little bit concerned about their van outside with the neighborhood they're in. But
Yeah, well, they had like a $17,000 camera they're walking around with. So yeah, that was pretty crazy. And so yeah, then they went up to DC, and then I think that was it. It was like overall, I think it was probably a 20 days of filming. So yeah, I'm excited.
And cross-country driving.
Yes. Yeah. Yep. Cross-country driving. And yes, so they are going, this was Dr. Stone's vision, to create a documentary that shows, where, like, just what AEOP has done for different students and different people's, like, their hurdles or struggles they've had to get to where they are. So it's gonna be really good, and we're hoping to possibly do it every year to highlight different people. So I'm excited for it. I know I think we're gonna release it in 5 different parts starting in January, and then after that, hopefully they're gonna bring it all together and maybe even get it into like something national, Netflix or something is what their goal is. So it's pretty cool. Yeah. So anyways, yeah. So do we have any questions from the audience? Yes. Thank you, Jordan, for putting that up there.
We prefer questions. We're not here to talk to each other. We're actually here for you guys. So if it's just us talking and you watching, I mean, that's doing much less help than it can.
How did you guys find out about the council in general? Like, why did you apply?
I was mainly looking for sort of a larger platform, or like, as we were talking about earlier, networking, so that we could get a sort of larger, I could impact a larger audience in the sense that to match my goals. AEOP is really a great organization for that. So what I did, internet's your best friend. So I searched up, STEM councils, STEM organizations, and then I couldn't find anything. But then I remembered back when I was in 7th grade, I did GEMS, and last year I did JSHS from AEOP, and I wanted to see if there was any sort of chance for me to get involved, and the AEOP council was there, and I took my chance, and it worked out. And I highly recommend that if you all want to get onto a larger scale and help out more people, then AEOP, the council is a great spot for you.
I'm actually going to push the ball here and make a poll for everyone to answer. So that should be very easy. Instead of making a creative statement, you just have to play press yes or no, pretty much.
I suppose while Jordan's doing that, I'll tell you a bit about like why I joined and how I found out about the council. I'm pretty sure I found out about the council through an email blast, just asking, alumni of the organization to apply. And I ended up doing some research on it and saw it as an opportunity to help STEM students start, from an early stage getting involved in research like I had. And I thought that was a great idea because it helped me get to where I am now. And the same thing with Jordan and Harish. So that's why I joined, and it's been very fulfilling so far. So like I said, please sign up. Well, audition, apply, whatever you want.
That's everyone life. Apply.
Yeah. Yes.
It's not, you don't have to pay. You don't have to, travel to California or something. Just an online essay and a few other questions. Easy stuff. I guess after Evan, I'll go. I actually found out as the generic answer through an email, actually, on the email that AEOP kind of sends its alumni. But I applied and I heard back quickly, and yeah, it's been amazing to kind of get to that next stage of actually interacting with people. We have meetings like this, almost every other week now, which is really good to see. Actually, very good during COVID because sometimes things can get a little actually lonely, and I'd say this is actually very, very personable. Yeah, it's been, and I would just kind kind of off Evan's point about I know we did the video. I know that was Dr. Sun's vision, but you bring your own ideas to the council. It can be a little kind of self-promoting in a way, in that you can bring your own like kind of talents in your own way. I'm actually a music composer. Not that related to AEOP. There's no there's the music composition program that AEOP will be starting anytime soon, likely. But we're having me and Evan are potentially collaborating on like an intro music for he has an a cappella group, and I'm a composer, and we're thinking of writing something kind of like the background music over the video you saw. And so I mean that wasn't planned at all, but you can bring your own ideas into these things. Every single person in the United States is unique, and you can bring your own talents to help. This isn't a static club that just does menial work, but you can be creative. There's a lot of talent here that we hope to.
Yeah, definitely. Yep, that's what I want to see for 2021. I really want to see just more networking, and just like you said with you and Evan, just more of those. I don't know, you find like a common ground with everybody within the council. You potentially have that ability to find some sort of connection or link, and you just never know what can come from that. So I think anybody who has ideas, anybody who feels like they have, you don't even have to be like a leader necessarily, just somebody who's excited or a visionary or any sort of strength you have, bring it, and we'll see how we can utilize you. So yeah, what happened to Evan?
You may have some technical difficulties.
That's okay.
Yes.
All right, if we don't have any other questions, we are gonna end. We're gonna close. And
I did a poll. I'm gonna give people a few minutes to answer.
Wait, where's your poll?
Oh, did not. I thought I submitted it. Oh, publish. Okay, did it work?
So go ahead and click on the poll option. Awesome. We have someone who's already served in a program.
That's cool. Yeah, I haven't done the poll.
Okay, Evan rejoined.
So we've utilized the poll. What about do we have any offers?
What?
Files, slides. I'm just looking at all the options here we can use that we haven't tried yet in webinar jam.
Can you guys hear me?
Now we can, yeah.
Oh, fantastic. Sorry about that.
That's all right. Did you have anything else you want to add, Evan, before we conclude our live webinar?
Yes. Yeah. I don't know if I missed this in the last few seconds I was gone, but I think something important to talk about is what kind of skills, talents, etc. we're looking for new council members. Really, whatever your skill set is, there's probably a place for it. We'd like to see people that are handy with social media and what have you, since that's probably going to be our main form of communication, not just during quarantine, but moving forward. Also, I don't know, if you have a lot of passion in like one niched field of engineering or science, anything like that, cool. Like we would love to have people that have targeted audiences, so to speak, where you can organize events, what have you. So those are the two main things right now. Also being passionate about science, obviously that's a given. If you're wanting to do this, please be passionate about science. And aside from that, not much else that you really need. We have high school students, we have college students, we have post-grads who are now, doing professional work in the private sector, the public sector, everywhere. So there's no real cutoff, and no bar that you necessarily have to fill. Just have interest and passion, and then you'll be good. So applications. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, my bad. Even if you don't like science, in that case, we're always open to just those who really just want to have a helping hand in society. So we really just want people who would be, if they're on the council, they'd be really willing to work and improve. So that's just something, people with growth mindset is the best way I can put it for those on the council.
Yep. And as far as time commitment too, if that's a concern, I mean, we would like moving forward to meet about twice a month. I'd say about 30 minutes twice a month is all. Besides like whatever project, we're going to, minus like our webinars, that sort of thing. So it's not a huge time commitment. So, not much time commitment, and it's free. And what else did we say? The perk?
Oh, other perks.
Networking.
I suppose once we get out of quarantine, we will probably go back to giving presentations, which you get to travel, which is kind of cool. I've been told I get to travel, which is kind of cool. I haven't had the chance yet.
Yeah, no, I got an email. It was like a few years ago. I was like, "Oh, do you want to travel to DC?" It didn't work out, but I think the opportunity's there.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, my poll ended. Everyone has served in an AOP program, so good for you guys. It gives the easy answer. Everyone feels good about themselves.
Good.
Yeah, I guess the other thing I'll add is I'm not sure it's the final word, but yeah, I'd say our program is kind of growing. I'd say this is the perfect time to get on before it's maybe in 5 years it might be much larger, maybe a little more bureaucratic, and a lot more we'll be the experienced ones directing all the change. Whereas if you
gotta buy low,
you will be one of the core members for years, decades to come. So this is the greatest time to join, I'd say. And that's not an exaggeration. We just started kind of really reading again. So join now, or and it'll be worth it.
Awesome. Thank you, Jordan. Thank you, Evan and Harish, for sharing. I appreciate it. You guys did great. And hopefully everybody watching will apply. So lots of applications to go through. We will see you next time.
Have a great day, guys. Stay safe.
Yeah.
Get that homework done. We'll see you on the application. Bye, guys.
See you soon.
Soon.